Okay, so today is May 2nd, 2017, and I want to talk about something that I've been very self-conscious of for quite some time now, and it has to do with my voice. Well, I feel as if anyone who has watched my videos and listened to me speak, or just, anyone in public who has heard my voice, even my family, my peers, anybody, right? I feel as if I come across as very boring, and it largely has to do with my voice and how it's, for the most part, very monotone. And the reason why I'm talking about this today is, well, I was at the dinner table the other night with my family, and they were asking me typical questions such as, how is school, blah blah blah, right? And as I was answering their questions, my father cracked a joke saying, "I feel like I need a hearing aid listening to you." And that's been a big problem with me, for most of my life. People have always told me to speak up. They would interject saying, what was that? I couldn't hear you. Can you raise your voice? It's either that or I just put people to sleep with my voice. I bore them to tears. And I was in my English class at school earlier today, and the whole class was given this assignment where you had to read off of an article, and I volunteered to read out loud in front of the class. I didn't have to get up. I could read it right from my seat. And I volunteered because I want to challenge myself, in these kinds of social situations. Whenever I talk to people, it could be any situation really. I get very tense, nervous. I start trembling and stumbling over my words. So I want to challenge myself so that I can get better at this, at speaking in public. Because it's a big issue with me, and I need to improve if I'm going to get anywhere. And if I don't, it's just going to become progressively worse as time goes on. But as I was reading, I only read about a few paragraphs before the teacher cut me off, and she proceeded to read the rest of it. And I found that a little strange because I thought to myself, why would she only let me read a few paragraphs, only to read the rest of the article? And I started to think, well, I don't really have a voice that can captivate people, that can, make you feel like you're in the moment when you're reading a story, for example, or that's full of emotion, full of life. It's just my voice is very monotone and dull, and anyone who has watched my videos, I feel like I bored them to tears. And I think if you've gotten this far through the video, I applaud you, because I'm a very boring individual, and I'd like to have more confidence in myself, but obviously that's not something that happens overnight. It doesn't just pop out of thin air. it's something you build over time, and that can take years. Well, I mean, depends on the person, but that's how committed they are. But um, just as for my current state, who I am right now, I'm not a very interesting person, and my voice really shows that. I'm just speaking a very monotone and dull voice that can set a lot of people off, and I wish it were different, but whatever. I mean, hopefully I can improve as time goes on, and um, not only become more comfortable in social situations, as I'm a complete disaster, but also just develop a voice that can at least not bore people to tears like I am right now to whoever's watching. And I apologize if I am. I really do. So, yeah, I hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you later.